Taking the airfield and the mortar pits showed us that the enemy will fight to the death for every last inch of this rock. Little more than sand, trees, and a small Japanese military base.
Hey, welcome back lads. So here we go. There's just been a massive leak about Call of Duty Vanguard. So we have a load of new details about the setting, the storyline, and the Warzone integration, including a brand new Pacific Warzone map. Holy shit. As a wise man once said, this is really good stuff. Like, it's actually exciting and good news for once about this game, but I can tell you there are still more leaks to come within the next couple of days, so keep your eyes open, keep your eyes peeled on the channel, and yeah, let's do this. You see, the gaming news site called Video Game Chronicles dropped an article revealing all these new details, and it's all exclusive stuff that we had no idea about, like that full brand new Warzone map set in the tropical jungles, beaches, and villages in the Pacific. And I did tweet out the other day that if Vanguard was just set in Europe again, that would be kind of stale, wouldn't it? And if there was no Pacific, I would be a sad little man. But nah, this is gonna have a completely fresh vibe to it, and the article does go into more juicy details, so let's take a look at it. They say Vanguard will have a campaign, multiplayer, and zombies set in the European and Pacific theaters, and the plot or the story of the game is all about the birth of Allied Special Forces, which does fit some stuff that we were talking about recently, like the whole guerrilla warfare leak and how that kind of links into groups like the Marine Raiders. Now, the article mentioned Europe and the Pacific, but nothing about Africa, but let's just say, based on another leak about a multiplayer map that we're going to be talking about in the next couple of days, there is apparently Africa in the game too, and the SAS, obviously everyone knows what the SAS is, was like birthed, if that's the right word, I guess so. The SAS started out by riding around the African deserts in these like armed jeeps, absolute mad lads, attacking German air bases and parked aircraft. So yeah, the game is going to be about stuff like that, and also a little thing to mention as well, that Alex Mason, the Black Ops character, his dad was a Marine Raider, and according to intel in Black Ops 1, Mr. Mason, that's just what they call him, Mason's dad, just Mr. Mason, he did participate in the raid on Makin Atoll, which was the first mission in World at War, and Jesus Christ, this game, man, it's horrific. Like, this guy's way too close. The article then says that the Warzone integration has been planned and worked on for longer than Cold War, so it will be a lot smoother, a lot more of a smoother transition, and there's a lot of content planned for Warzone in the World War II era, including the new map, which is said to be bigger and more ambitious than Verdansk. I'm not really sure if bigger means better when it comes to maps, but hey man, it is next gen, I guess, and that new vehicles, World War II era vehicles, will be there to cater for the map size, and I reckon there'll be a lot of like rivers and boats that we can go around. And no, I don't think we're going to be driving like big ass battleships. I mean like smaller patrol boats and stuff. Also, I have no doubt that the map will somewhat resemble the Battlefield 5 Pacific stuff, which is great. Like, it's actually beautiful. Like, man, the colors, I know that COD gamers really love their colors, you know, like the blue sea, the golden sands, the tropical jungles. Like, man, I actually really wanted to see that stuff, and now it's coming, man. Yes. The map is planned to release with the game and not months after, so this stuff is closer than expected. The article literally says that Warzone will transition into a World War II era just months after the Cold War takeover, and something as well, like with the gameplay of Warzone and Modern Warfare, how that will work. Like, I'm not going to say it's not going to work, but it's just going to be interesting to see that on like this kind of jungle map where it's going to be a lot more open, and just the environment is going to be real different to Verdansk, where, you know, Verdansk is really like built up and close together and that. And also, this is much better than just a World War II era Verdansk as well, because I think that's what we all expected. Anyways, that's all the big bombshells that Video Game Chronicles dropped today, and like I said, we do have multiplayer stuff which is like leaked out, but it's not really public, but it's kind of out there, so I'm not really sure how much we're allowed to say. But yeah, stuff is coming in the next few days, and that just goes to show that the leak floodgates are opened, and at any time anything can happen, anything can come out, and yeah, exciting stuff. So stay spicy, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.